guys. No, stop that. You don't get to talk to me today. I'm a father, I'm a dad, at the expense of another human being. Look, I'm a real dad, a real husband, a real man. So don't do this to me. I won't be backed into a corner, not tonight.
You simply won't believe what just happened with Justin Bieber. He's officially reached his breaking point, and the world just witnessed a raw, intense confrontation that reveals the immense pressure he's under. Last night, in a scene that has shocked everyone, Justin got into a heated argument with paparazzi, confronting them head-on and demanding they back off. He yelled, "I don't know you. You don't go to people you don't know and say out of nowhere with a camera on their face." This isn't just a regular celebrity outburst. It's a desperate plea for peace that's left us all with more questions than answers. What exactly pushed him to this extreme? Is he truly at his limit? Before we dive into every single detail of this explosive encounter and the disturbing reports surfacing about his well-being, make sure you hit that subscribe button right now, because this story is far from over and you won't want to miss a single shocking update. We're all trying to understand what Justin is truly experiencing, especially given the conflicting reports swirling around. Some sources claim he's doing great, embracing fatherhood, while others suggest marital issues with Hailey, or even that he's re-traumatized by recent public trials. The truth remains elusive, adding to the mystery surrounding his recent behavior. He confronted these photographers for several minutes last night, and we're going to share his exact words, letting you hear the unfiltered emotion in his voice. He continued, "You just don't."
Why?
"Because I'm not your friend. We're not buddies." For context, this intense scene unfolded in Malibu, outside a well-known celebrity hotspot. It remains unclear how the photographers knew he would be there, but it appeared he was leaving dinner when they cornered him. The level of concern for Justin has escalated to such a degree that there are even claims that Hailey is reportedly considering a conservatorship, a drastic measure that speaks volumes about the perceived severity of his current state. While it often seems like Justin might be in a disoriented state, in the specific clip we're about to show you, he appears completely coherent, making his desperation even more unsettling. It's hard not to feel for him. He was clearly begging for some peace, for a moment of quiet in his life, but the photographers seemed utterly indifferent. They view this as a thrilling game of cat and mouse, relentlessly chasing celebrities regardless of the emotional toll it takes. It's evident that Justin is exhausted from living in fear, constantly hounded, and unable to find respite. We then hear him, his voice strained, saying, "How you doing, Justin? Get in front of my car.
Hey.
Back up. Back off. Private property. Private property. Doesn't matter. How do you think it's going with you in my face? Get out of here. You're not on the sidewalk. Get on the sidewalk. Get on the sidewalk.
Stop asking how it's going.
Get out of here.
Get on the sidewalk.
You're not afraid to set boundaries. You know what I mean? I'm not afraid to set boundaries. Don't do this." He's directly challenging them, asserting his right to personal space and peace, a plea for basic human decency. During this intense exchange, his team was actively trying to keep the photographers at bay, but they seemed outnumbered and overwhelmed. You can even see them using flashlights to obscure the camera lenses, attempting to make the footage unusable, a desperate tactic to protect his privacy. However, in that moment, it appeared even his own team couldn't fully control Justin's raw emotion. He had simply reached his limit. He continued, "Get off the sidewalk. I'm a father of a son. No, I'm a father of a real kid. Now you are. Don't act like you weren't 2 seconds ago.
No, stop that.
Stop. I'm a real dad. A real family in front of my face.
No.
We're going to set boundaries here today with all of you today." The scene was incredibly intense. Even a nearby car had people peeking over, watching the entire confrontation unfold like a public spectacle. It truly felt like a fight, raw and unfiltered. It's easy to imagine how embarrassing and frustrating this must be for Justin. Everywhere he goes, these anonymous figures, whom we rarely see or hear from, are there, seemingly taunting him. He even questioned who was funding this relentless pursuit, asking, "Who's funding you guys coming out here and making my life a living hell, including you?" He reiterated, "No, stop that you don't get to talk to me today." No, no, no. He's my friend. He's my friend, bro. All of you guys are my friends. No, no, no. You're not going to do this today. No, you don't get to ask me questions.
Why not?
Because you just don't.
Why?
Because I'm not your we're not buddies. It's truly disheartening because he was clearly attempting to humanize himself, emphasizing, "I'm a father. I have a kid. Like, I'm a person." Yet, the response from the photographers was dismissive, treating him purely as a celebrity, a public figure whose life is fair game. Having gained fame at such a young age, it's understandable that he might not fully grasp the relentless nature of this sacrifice. He never had the chance to live a normal life without this constant intrusion. He tried to appeal to their empathy, but these individuals seemed incapable of seeing him as anything other than a lucrative target. He pleaded again, "No, no, 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 no. I'm a father. I'm a dad. I'm a father. I'm a dad. I understand that. And you guys are on private property in front of my car. I understand. No, you don't understand. Or else you wouldn't be here." One photographer then mockingly wished him, "Happy Father's Day, Justin." To which Justin immediately shot back, "Don't say Happy Father's Day to me, because I don't know you. I don't know you. I don't know you. You don't go to people you don't know and say out of nowhere with a camera in their face. You don't know, no, 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 no. You don't. You don't go to someone you don't know and you stick a camera in their face. You don't do that. You don't do that." A photographer then retorted, "But are you a celebrity?" And Justin responded, "Yeah. It doesn't matter if I may see. It truly doesn't matter if he's a celebrity. He was simply asking for basic human decency, a right that shouldn't be unattainable, even for a public figure." When one photographer challenged him, "You think this is a game?" Another quickly responded, "No, we're working, man. This is exactly at the expense of another human." And when Justin pointed out, "And now you're laughing because you know it's true," the photographer unashamedly admitted, "Of course I've been laughing because I'm working and you at the expense of another human being." This stark admission that their work comes at the emotional expense of another was chilling. Justin then predicted, "You'll take this video out of context and you'll say Justin's lost his mind." The photographer tried to backtrack. "No, you're not lost your mind.
You're a cool guy.
Yeah, you are. You don't think that way. I don't think you just want to say Happy Father's HU. So then say that then we're saying now and then I asked a question and then you got so mad and then you got so mad. That's what we do, bro. We work. You know the game. You know the game. So you know the game said it's a game. Is a game. Yeah, it is. Why do you want to play a game with me? We're not playing game. We're working. You're a celebrity. We are celebrity. We a photographer. You have to understand that I'm not going to be backed into a corner." It truly makes you wonder about the financial incentives for these individuals. Are they earning so much money by following, stalking, and provoking him all the way to Malibu to engage in these confrontations? Is a single photo truly worth the emotional distress it inflicts? Justin, at his breaking point, declared, "Not tonight. Not tonight. Not tonight. I won't be backed into a corner. Not tonight. I love my nights. I love my evenings. I'm not going to be backed into a corner. Okay? So, I need you guys to leave. You're going to take this video out of context. You're going to say I'm mad. I don't know who the paying you to provoke me, but I'm not the one. Okay?
Stop provoking me.
I'm a real dad, a real husband, a real man. So don't do this to me. Okay? I'm not to be with. I don't know who's paying you to with me or provoke me, but I'm not the one. I know the game, bro. It's a game. Like you just said multiple times. I tired of the game, bro. That entire interaction was incredibly difficult to witness, feeling very much like a desperate cry for help. What's even more unsettling is that these photographers clearly understood why he was upset. They openly admitted it was a game, acknowledging his celebrity status as their justification, yet they showed no signs of truly listening or empathizing. In those clips, you can even see them looking around, distracted, as he poured out his heart, indicating their indifference to his words. Radar Online recently reported that Justin sparked significant concern over his well-being following a series of disturbing social media posts, which we actually covered in a previous video if you want to catch up on those details and all our other videos, because the views are not viewing. While some fans simply suggested Justin looked tired due to being a new parent, others accused him of being under the influence and urgently begged him to seek help. Insiders close to the situation claimed that Hailey has been deeply affected by the constant criticism leveled at her husband. A source revealed that Hailey's got a lot going on, too much. There's real concern over how she's emotionally managing it all. Justin has not done much to help the situation. His own words have fueled scrutiny about his marriage, the Mother's Day situation, the Vogue situation. It's clear that Hailey is facing an incredibly rough time, juggling her business ventures, her role as a new parent, and essentially acting as a constant support system for Justin, who some even refer to as her man-child or husband. It seems that simply managing Justin alone requires a full-time supervisor, which is precisely why many celebrities employ handlers. Even the simple act of him trying to go out for dinner becomes a chaotic event. He truly cannot find peace anywhere. He desperately needs comprehensive support. A legal expert recently suggested that Justin could potentially be placed in a conservatorship if his behavior doesn't stabilize soon. Jamie Wright stated in an interview, "As a seasoned attorney, I'll say this bluntly, if Justin Bieber's recent behavior is as troubling as reported and these erratic social media posts, there's the visible signs of impairment and statements hinting at isolation and emotionally instability, then yes, a conservatorship could be considered." In California, a conservatorship is a court-ordered plan where a designed person, a conservator, could be Hailey, could be like someone else. I feel like if Scooter Braun was in the picture, he would totally be it. Is appointed to manage the affair as personal care or finances of an adult. Wright clarified, this isn't just about being out of it on Instagram. Courts require substantial medical evidence, and the bar is high, especially after the Free Britney movement. They're not going to go and just throw another pop star into a conservatorship. It'll make the probate court look really bad. She specifically mentioned the Britney situation, quoting, especially post-Britney with the public and legal community rightfully wary of abuses in the system. Personally, I don't believe that Justin needs to be placed into a conservatorship. Instead, there needs to be stronger laws implemented that genuinely protect public figures like him in such vulnerable positions. I don't think he was being unreasonable in his confrontation. He was clearly emotional and upset, but what he was asking for, peace and privacy, should not be an unattainable request. While living in Los Angeles does mean encountering photographers as part of the culture, and some people online suggest he should just move out of LA, it's unfair to demand he sacrifice the freedom to live where he chooses, especially given his deep involvement in the entertainment industry. Either way, it's clear that Justin needs to be left alone. Leave him alone. Leave Britney alone, and leave Justin alone. But I truly want to hear what you all think about this in the comments below. Thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you in another one soon. Don't forget to subscribe to stay updated on all the unfolding stories.